Well, congrats on your victory. How are you feeling after that grueling, hard-fought battle out there?
Relieved to be sitting here. 4 times I've been here in the UFC, and 4 times I've had to get the bus home early. I always wanted to come to this table, but so to be here is a relief. But it's not job done; it's job started.
What do you think was the difference tonight as opposed to other nights?
My belief. I've had a year out. To be honest, I thought my UFC opportunity had slipped away. When I got the shout of another fight, I said, this is my golden ticket. This is the time where it all changes. And I just believed in myself. My coaches believed in me in the days I didn't believe in myself. I sometimes I didn't even get why they believed in me. And I was able to, get on the horse, go again, and just put my head to believe that I can do it. And tonight was the result of that mindset.
Were you putting any extra pressure on yourself? I know a lot of times when fighters come in with two losses in a row, they kind of put this pressure that they can't get to 3 losses in a row. They can't get it because they think that'll be the ticket out. Were you putting that pressure on, or was your team trying to tell you just focus on this fight, don't think about the past fights?
No, we were extremely open. We knew this was a must-win fight. If I lost, I would probably have had my release papers by now. You know what I mean? This was a must-win. And guess what the next one is? A must-win. It's no different. So we rid the pressure. We brought the pressure with us. We talked like this could be the last one. If you don't, I said, we were in the UFC facilities all week, which is unbelievable. And we said, this is too good to give up. You cannot lose this fight, or you lose all of this. This will not be here if you don't win this fight. So this was a crucial win, and we got it. But now it's the next one is even more crucial.
What was the game plan coming in tonight?
Vicious. Be vicious. Any chance I could, hurt him as many times as I could. Pressure, drown him, make him exhausted. And when the chance was there, the finish came. We'd had to get it done via damage tonight, but listen, it's another finish. Win 14 finish.
Well, you got to think with the momentum that you're building, if they did let it go to round 2, that you would have to think that it would have continued. His eye at that point was just wrecked. I don't know if you started hurting it and you were like, let me just tee off on this, or if it was just a matter of it just started swelling up bad. But once you saw that, did you know that area was going to be the possible way that you could get out if you focused on that damage you were doing?
See, when I put them hands in the wraps and the gloves, I swear they formed to some form of concrete because they're like stones. And the minute I hit people, I know their face changes. And that's what happened tonight. Listen, if I had to do that round 2 and round 3, I'm a nightmare to fight. We said it all week. I would be a nightmare to fight.
I kept hearing Paul Hughes on the break. Paul Hughes on the break. Can you tell me what a Paul Hughes on the break is?
Big news. Listen, we have to give the man of the country at the minute, Big news is the guy. So he's got this technique when we're on the wall. So basically you put one hand in around the hip and you free that other hand and basically you go to work. You be vicious and you be impactful with your shots. I bet you Paul Hughes is watching this, screaming at TV somewhere because he is the man. And the reason Paul Hughes is where he is because he's so happy for everyone's success. Yes, he might not be here, but he's one of the country's best, if not the best. So props to Paul Hughes for that too.
That's incredible. We often hear fighters come in there, we hear them chant these names, so I always want to find out what the inspiration is behind those calls. Do you have any other calls that are based upon any other fighters or that you maybe use from time to time, or even if it's just inspiration that somebody maybe calls out, like if you find yourself down in a hole and somebody calls out a name to put some mental images, or do you have any other ones?
You know what, our team's extremely smart. Fight Academy Ireland is going to be, it already is the best team in the world, but it's going to be known as the best team in the world. We're going to have people come in-house with us. So a lot of our shots, we have ones I probably couldn't even say that will remind us of certain moves in the cage. And Paddy has a shot, I have a shot, Matthew has a shot, Joe has a takedown defense that he would do. So we all associate. We're very big in crediting each other. We're a massive family and team. So we have when our athletes do it in that gym, they are the best in the world at doing that technique. So why would we say do it as such and such does it? No, do it as your teammate does it. It's unbelievable. What a place.
How tough is it to come overseas here and fight in the States? I'm sure you'd rather fight, over in Europe somewhere a lot closer to home. Is it challenging to hop on a plane and come over so far and fight over here?
2 weeks in Las Vegas. Brought my wife, brought my daughter. Me and Pat spent 2 weeks in the PI. There ain't nothing tough about it. It's a hell of a life. And again, like we said this week, if you want this stuff, you have to win the fight. We won the fight. So I would love my next fight to be in Vegas. I absolutely love it. The PI is fantastic.
Any names in particular? And, how much time do you need to rest before you can hop back in there again?
Listen, Rhys McKee's the guy tonight. I couldn't care less about anyone right now. There's going to be plenty of time for that. I'm going to have a long, successful career here in the UFC. So tonight, FAI, Rhys McKee is the only name in my mind.
And this is completely out of left field. You mentioned Ireland. Does Conor McGregor have a chance at getting the presidency in Ireland?
Listen, Paul Hughes for president is all I'm saying.
I like that one a little bit better, I think.
Sir.
Awesome. Congrats on the victory.
Let's go.